KO State Running here, powered by Marathon Sports, sponsored by Hoka. We're here with Barrington's Ethan Knight, the winner of the 300 hurdles, 38.67, and then second in the 100 hurdles, 110 hurdles. But let's talk about this 300 hurdle race. It looked like you were in second. It looked like you finished second from where I was, but you ended up coming on strong at the end. Talk about the race.
So my legs were a little bit tired going into that race for whatever reason. I mean, I went to bed early and I feel like I ate decently well the night before, but I just woke up and I felt like being on the line before the race, just feeling my legs. I was like, I don't know how this race is gonna go. I don't think this will be a PR. And my main competition, my main competition, Aiden, who was in the lane inside of me, so he was farther back. He comes out super quick, and he always catches me off the bat. So that's something that I have to match all the time. Is like, I know I have a kick, but is my kick better than his start? So I'm trying to get my start fast, and in doing so, it's kind of messing up my form. I'm starting to stutter on the first couple. So I come out and stutter on the first few, and Aiden's just, such a quick start. He catches me, and he gets a little bit of a lead. And then I just was like, my kick is always where I'm strong, and my form over the last few hurdles is where I do best. So coming over those last 5 hurdles, I had so much ground to make up, but I knew that if I had perfect form and I continue my momentum, I could catch him. So every hurdle was closer. In the last hurdle, I ended up getting him in the last 2 meters maybe. So yeah, great time. That's my school record in an EPR, but that's where I think that I should be sitting.
Yeah.
Even on a day where I'm not feeling as good, even on a day where my legs don't feel perfect. But I think come states, when I do have the necessary prep for perfect legs that day, I think that I could get the state record.
Yeah, which is 38.13, which I definitely think is well within your reach. But the one thing about you, Ethan, is you're very consistent. Whether it's first or second, you always your times are always consistent. It seems like you probably never feel like you're out of a race, no matter what lead someone has on you.
Yeah, it's just tricky. I have Aiden, who has stopped training for the 110 hurdles because Bobby and I are so dominant in that. And so he's only training for the 300, so it's I need to train for the 300 to beat him. But then I have Bobby, who's training for the 110s, so I have to train hard for the 110s to beat him. So it's I'm not training for one specifically. I have to train for both to beat both these guys. And there's such good competition. I mean, they're the main reason I'm PRing right now, both those two. So every meet's stressful, and
yeah,
goes back
I can
and
imagine.
Forth.
Yeah, and it seems like you and Bobby keep going back and forth,
Yeah, we do.
With the way you run the hurdles, but both running PRs seems like all the time.
Yeah, this wasn't really a great meet for us. I think for a few reasons. It just we run against each other so often that there's a few meets where we're really locked in competition, and this just is this wasn't really one of them, because not every meet can be 100% locked in, or else when we get to states, it's going to be kind of hard to get in that mindset. So we weren't running super good times here, but it's just good practice. And then I thought it would be like that for the 300 hurdles, but having Aiden beat me last time, I really had to come out here and put a good time down.
And 1398 is a state record, or 1397, something like that, is a state record for the 110 hurdles,
yeah.
And that's within reach
Also
of you
doable.
guys.
Yeah.
What do you think would produce a record like that? I think it's going to be one of you two.
Well, so when I ran my 14.2.7, I had a little bit of I had something in me, some sort of what was it? The doctor were calling it
like a virus or something.
Yeah, I had a virus in me, so I didn't feel super good. The days leading up to that and the days after that kind of sucked. I took school off on Friday and school off on Monday. So I was shocked to run that PR, and I couldn't deliver as well in the mid-distance races just because of that virus. But I know when at Conley, last time we raced there and Bobby ran his PR, there was a really strong tailwind.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think if Conley produces the same tailwind as it did when Bobby and I ran it that last time and he PR'd, that coupled with like the adrenaline of states and all the pressure of states, I think that's like a perfect recipe for a state record.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
Ethan, congratulations and good luck the rest of the season. But it seems like you're peaking at just the right time, just
Thank
like
you.
a lot of you guys.
That's it.